Aries, welcome back to Love from Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo, and this is your July 2020 reading. So first off, I wanted to tell you this because I don't know who it'll resonate for, but when I was like getting ready to do your reading like right now, I realized I heard like all these birds chirping outside. It's really early. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It just got done raining. It's like on and off, but I hear the birds chirping, and I just started hearing, what's that song? Birds in the sky, you know how I feel. That song, but I don't know what it's called right now. In summertime, like summertime, like all this like weird jazz. Oh, just good. It feels really good. Okay, so before we start, I want to just let you guys know what your focus is. So I'm gonna let you know your focus, and then we're gonna segue into your July. I'm going to break it down beginning, middle, and end of the month, but I'll also have the dates on the screen, so make sure you look out for that. You can always fast forward, come back later, watch the exact dates while it's happening. I do have some crystals with me today. I'm working with malachite, tiger's eye. I always have on petrified wood, and hematite is here as well. And then we also have coffee. So yeah, that's what I'm working with today. So your focus for this month, let's just go ahead and get started. We have the Taurus energy, Aries. So this means that you could be focusing on a certain Tauran in your life. This could also be saying that wherever Taurus rules in your natal chart, you should go look into that, because that house may be illuminated throughout this month for you, okay? So yeah, let's just see what is to be said for Aries. So this is Aries, July 1st through the 12th. What's happening for Aries? What's happening for Aries? Seven of Cups. Okay, lots of options. I feel like you're focusing on how you look a lot more throughout July. Like your eyes, specifically with your eyes. I feel like you're also entertaining lots of thoughts. So maybe you're having a lot of ideas lately. Maybe you're trying to figure out, like what do you want to do with yourself, hobbies, and you're just kind of, I feel like you're just thinking of a lot of things. You're daydreaming, basically. It's like daydreaming, but also worried about how you look, like vanity. Not in a bad way though. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you guys are doing all of this because you lost your job, or maybe you're not getting as much hours as you used to, or maybe you're just, in between jobs right now. So you have more time to just focus on you and what you like. That's what I'm seeing. Princess of Swords. You're not really communicating with a lot of people. I don't think you're hanging out with your friends as much. You're taking a lot of me time. That's what I'm seeing for Aries. A lot of me time. So what are these things that you're thinking about, the Seven of Cups? A lot of me time. You're very calm. I think your brain is going 1,000 miles an hour, but as far as you're very calm. This is what I'm seeing so far. So you're thinking about ways to make money. I think you're thinking of ways to creatively make money. So maybe not so much a 9-to-5, but more so of a creative business endeavor or something like that, or ways to make extra money on the side, like creative ways, hobbies, or I feel like you're listening. I keep hearing the songs in my head. Like I feel like you're listening to a lot of music. Like maybe that's your way of zoning out. I feel like some of you guys are looking into working in the makeup industry or something, or becoming a makeup artist. Like you're looking into finally making that a concrete option for you. For some reason, that's what I'm seeing. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, like you want to build that. So definitely something with like cosmetics, or maybe clothing, music, it's something creative is what I'm seeing here. You're like, okay, maybe like now that I don't have a normal traditional job, maybe it's time that I start working on, my hobby. Okay. You haven't told anyone about this. Six of Cups. You feel like this is a good way for you to go. And I also feel like, Aries, you have maybe like an old friend that you either will practice on, like with makeup, or you're going to tell them. It might not be makeup, but I'm just saying whatever this little endeavor is, you're either going to tell them about it or you're going to practice on them. It could be hair as well. Cosmetology, this is what I'm seeing. Why is the Six of Cups here? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like you're kind of this person that you're if this is a person that you're telling, I feel like this person always has a way of making you feel better at the end of the day. Like, girl, money isn't everything, or like, you got this. Like, you just, like, you can do this. Like, they give you some sort of advice, but also like a pep talk. I think you're gonna tell them about your idea. Like, I think I want to like start doing this, and they're like, you should do it. Like, you don't really have anything to lose, and like, this is a good way for you to start making money. So I feel like they're encouraging. Yeah, they could be a Leo or just someone that brightens up your day. That's what I feel like, just someone who just brightens up your day. You're not telling a lot of people. Okay, all right. Who could this person be? There's someone here that you're talking to. It's like one person, and maybe you're thinking about going into business with them as well, but that's only for a select few. Who is this person that Aries is telling? What signs? Okay, it's an Aquarius here. Okay. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, so I always like to tell fire signs. You are obviously a fire sign. Air works really well with fire whenever you're trying to build something and make something happen. If you have an idea, an air sign will be good to talk to because they kind of live in that like idea world as well. Not like water, but it's more like they're not going to shoot you down like maybe an earth sign would. Maybe it's not practical for an earth sign to see what you're talking about as a visionary, as Aries. Like, you have this new vision. So if you go talk to that air sign or that person who's a little bit more loose with their thoughts, and, you know, they can kind of be like, oh, yeah. And then they can also balance that with saying, well, you know, you got to worry about this, though, too. Make it logical, but at the same time, imagination. Because they're not grounded either. They're in the air. They're in the ethers. So, yeah, I think that would be a perfect combination for you to kind of work on maybe talking to this person about building a business. Like, maybe it's a business partnership or something. You trust them. I see that you trust them. Yeah, it may have been an ex, too, for some of you. Like, maybe someone you guys were teenagers or in middle school, you guys dated or something. But someone that you've known for a long time, and they're your friend. Like, now you're like, we're better off as friends, you know? But there is some type of chemistry where you guys work really well together. So I think you'll be good, like, to tell them, like, your idea, and they'll give you, like, some good pointers. Okay, I like this so far, Aries. All right, so how are you feeling about, you know, your new idea, the way I feel like you're presenting an idea to them. Like, I think we can really make this work. We can make this pop. I feel like they would be dealing with the logistic end of it, like maybe marketing or something like that. And then you would be focusing on the actual product or the talent or the creativity, the artwork, whatever, you know, like that. Okay. Too many cards. Hold on. How are you feeling about this idea that you're having? Judgment. So I think this is something you probably have been debating a lot lately, but I also feel like at this point you're like, it's now or never. Like, when am I going to have this much time to cultivate a business or to dream up what I want to do for my life? Like, when am I going to have this time again? Whether it's because of quarantine or because you lost your job or maybe you don't have as many hours as you used to. You're like, it's now or never. Like, let's do this. And that's very Aries-like. Like, let's do this now, you know? How do you feel about this person that you're telling? Let's just see if the vibes are right with that. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out. The Fool, Temperance. Okay, so I feel like you are yourself with this person. You guys have invested a lot of time within each other as far as knowing each other. And this person, I feel like, balances you out. So they know how to talk to you. They know how to deal with you. They know when you're upset. Yeah, so I think you feel like this person is just someone that you've known. Like, they get you. They understand you. This could be your spouse as well, but it's more of like a friendship. Like, I see that you guys actually are friends as well. Like, you could definitely be with this person, but I see that they're your friend as well. So it's a real connection is what I'm saying. You know, you guys really enjoy being around each other. Awesome. So this is like a supportive partner. Maybe this is why you could actually be able to make this work, because they'll take care of the bills and stuff right now, and then you can actually build your empire. Okay, I like this. So how are you showing up to other people? How are other people viewing you in the beginning of your July? Okay, the Tower. So I feel like people feel like you're in a crisis mode in your life. And I'm going to tell you why. So as Aries, there's this thing that Aries just has within them, being cardinal fire, meaning they have a vision. They're visionaries, so they see something before a lot of people will ever be able to even comprehend what the hell they see. So with this being said, you could have this crazy awesome idea, but people are like, oh, you're tripping, or like like you're going crazy, like you need to get back to work, like go back to doing normal stuff. So for example, if someone were to tell someone 60 years ago that there's going to be phones and everyone's going to be looking at them and typing and talking and looking at it and FaceTime and all that stuff, they would be like, you're crazy, like you're ridiculous, like you're making no sense right now, get back to work. I feel like people are looking at you like that, but you have someone around you, this Aquarius person, or maybe whatever this air person is, this person who is on your side for sure. It just seems as though they got your back, so you don't really need to care about what other people are saying, which you don't care, Aries. You're selfish, like in a good way. There's the difference between selfish and just being like evil with being selfish. So if you focus on yourself and focus on those who actually support your idea, I think this can actually be something, because I feel like this is something that you feel in your gut that you need to start. So that's always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's always a way to gauge if something is good for you or not. If you feel it for yourself, then yeah, most of the time it is good for you. So yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and move into the middle of your July, okay? Awesome. So this is when daydreaming goes right. So let's look into the middle. So this will be July 13th through the 20th. 7 of Swords. So we're having some things come to the light. Hopefully not bad things. Something that's hidden, okay? Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you have discovered like a talent of sorts, like something you can actually profit from, but it's actually a talent. It's like it's natural for you. A new way to make money. Oh, Aries, you got some good stuff. 9 of Swords. It's something that you always were thinking, like, I want to do this, but I want to do this, but I can't. Now you're at the point where you can, and you're realizing, damn, I'm really good at this. Like, I can really have this happen. Why would you always avoid this thought or this idea? I feel like your environment didn't allow it, and then also the Hierophant, it's not traditional. It's not something that people are used to. Okay, so then what is this? It's like it's not a normal thing. And I feel like people either look down on it, or because they don't understand it, they fear it. Something that people just don't gravitate towards because it's something that's out of this world. You're a Martian. So I just feel like people kind of, or maybe you didn't want to be seen that way, like you didn't want to be seen as an outcast. Okay, Prince of Wands in reverse, 10 of Wands. Okay, so it's something that's not, it's either not relatable or people don't, it's not something people do all the time. It's something that people either do behind closed doors or something like that. 10 of Wands, it's mature audience. So it may have something to do with like adult entertainment or something like that. Or maybe not adult entertainment like all the way, but just something like as an example, you know what I'm saying? Like something that people don't talk about just in everyday life, something that people maybe are curious about but would never talk about this. It's something like along those lines. Can I get a little bit more clarification on that? Death in reverse. Something that is going to start to be a trend in the future, but it hasn't gotten to that point yet. But you already see it. Like I said, you're a visionary, Aries. 3 of Swords. Yeah. Something that, for some reason, I feel like most parents or the traditional people, conservative people would look down on this. They would be disappointed. Okay, this could be something like just going into the cannabis industry or something like that. 10 of Pentacles. It's going to bring a lot of money to you. Like, you'll be able to settle down with this money. Provide a future for yourself. So fuck what these people have to say. Not that I have to tell an Aries that, but like, yo, this is huge. I also feel like this may be an embarrassment to your family, though. So maybe you come from a background that they want you to do something more prestigious or scholarly, and you're going a creative route. But this is what you want to do. This is something that really works for you. I think you also may have told your family or someone in your family, and they just started throwing swords at you, meaning they started just, no, you shouldn't do it because of this, and it's not practical, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're just like, okay, like, this is why I didn't want to tell you shit. Like, just fuck it. Forget it. Why is this disappointing energy here, though? Where is this coming from? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, someone feels like you need to be focused on your money. Like your priorities are messed up, or they feel like this isn't going to provide a healthy lifestyle or just a comfortable lifestyle. Like they're just worried about you being comfortable. But they don't realize being comfortable has a lot to do with how you're making your money as well. If you're working a dead-end job, or if you're working a job that you don't have any passion for, are you really living comfortable even if you have the money? You know what I'm saying? So it's something like that. They're just focused on the earthly aspects of it, which is fine. But it's kind of like that point where you have to be like, well, this is my life. So if you're not cool with it, you got to go. You got to go. Or you just don't need to know anything that I have going on with the situation. Okay, so who is this person? I feel like there's definitely a person here who's like they're not feeling this idea that you have. But like I said, if you focus on building it with that Aquarius, or just focus on what the Aquarius said and the positive aspects, you'd probably be better off. Because I feel like you're kind of going with your gut on this one. And the Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card to have for an idea to take off. So who is this? Okay, so there's a Taurus, yeah, like I said, and then also the Hierophant here. They think this is just not good. They feel like it's not going to be lucrative. It's not gonna serve any purpose. They feel like it's dumb. They feel like it doesn't make sense. Okay, how are you showing up to people? Domination, which is your card, and the Lovers. So it's kind of that energy where, you know, when your family, for example, if you have a family member who you introduce your new love or whatever to them, and they're like, there's no way this is going to work out. I don't approve of this. If you keep seeing them, you're no longer my child. That type of energy. But you're like, no, but I love him, or but daddy, I love him. Like it's that type of energy, but it's about your actual career. It's about your passion, your creative endeavor that you're trying to go after. Kind of like, you know, parents who are lawyers or something, and then their kid comes out of the blue and like, hey, I want to go to art school, or I want to travel. It's something like that. And they're just like, no. And you're like, well, I'm going to do it. You're here. It's saying it right here. Domination, Aries. You're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to challenge you on your doubts, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. And I think these are your parents that are not cool with this. But your spouse or your friend is like totally down for the cause, and they're super, super supportive. Like I keep feeling that. I don't even see them still here in the middle of your July, but they're super supportive. So if you feel down about it or something, I would say talk to them. All right, so how are you feeling in the middle of your July? Even with all of whoever this is, whatever family member, because I do feel like it's a family member or a society. How are you feeling now that you're putting yourself out there? It's like the secret's out, and now you're actually doing this stuff publicly. 5 of Pentacles. So you're feeling like a little down. I think that you're letting whatever the Taurus said get to you a little bit, that Taurus energy. But you're also like willing to keep pushing forward. You realize you just got to keep going. I think that you're focusing on your faith at this point. Like you're just, you know, obviously putting action, but you're also like just trying to manifest something. You're trying to make it work so that you can also prove people wrong. But keep in mind, do it for you, because with this Ace of Pentacles, baby, it's going to work out. The money's going to come. But you gotta stay focused on your vision. Stay focused on your vision. All right. Let's get a card of advice just to see what you should be doing in the middle of July. I feel like I keep hearing someone say, what are you doing? Go back to work. What are you doing? I feel like someone thinks you're wasting your time as well. Like it's never gonna work. You're never gonna be noticed. Something like that. Okay. 5 of Cups. Cut your losses. Whoever isn't supporting you and they're draining you emotionally, cut them off. Period. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the end of your July. Aries. I feel like this month for you was like really testing how much of an Aries are you really. Like how Aries are you? Like real Aries will be able to fight this power, but the ones who are not as strong with this, and even Taurus, remember here, like Taurus is showing up as one of your focuses, so they definitely are going to be a huge factor. Like I feel like they're going to be just talking your ear off as to why you shouldn't go after what you want to do. They're an agent. They're an agent in your life. Like I feel like this is something you really feel passionate about, and they're like doing whatever it takes to take you off that path. Agent, hello. Even if they're in your family, it happens like that. Okay, the universe is finicky. Okay. All right, so we're going to move to the end of July. So basically, this is going to be the 21st through the 31st. All right. So what's happening for Aries? The Hangman. Okay, so you're chilling. I think that you are still cultivating whatever this practice is, but you're learning that in order to really succeed, you have to like zen yourself out. So you probably are meditating more, or maybe studying. Not necessarily studying, but it's. I feel like you're trying to learn your craft more, but on a natural way. So, like, for example, if you're an artist or something and you literally draw or take pictures, you're sitting in nature and you're just observing how it looks naturally so that you can find the perspectives and the angles that you want to present to the rest of the world through your lens. Does that make sense? Nine of Cups in reverse. So you're not necessarily comfortable with the way things are. I'm not sure who this is in regards to. Why is this Nine of Cups here? Like your way of living, I think you wanna there's something you're not comfortable with within your domestic life or emotional life. Why is this showing up? Eee. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you're putting a lot of time into this. But the Four of Wands, someone within your home life isn't necessarily making it easy for you to live there, or again, it could just be like family members, or maybe they bring this up at a family function or something like that, where someone's making you feel awkward about you not having a job, or maybe they keep bringing it up, like when you gonna start bringing in some money in the household or something like that. Maybe they keep making you remember like how you lost your job or why you lost your job. It's making it really uncomfortable. Who is this person? Because I feel like they're trying to bring you down. I don't like this. I don't like this. Who is this person that's doing this? Making you feel uncomfortable. I feel like they're passive aggressive though. Very passive, which is the worst. Am I the only fire sign who hates passive aggressive people? I don't know. Maybe Sag just like them. All right, so we have Libra here, and we also have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay. All right, so if any of those people in your family or something, they're showing up. I feel like they're making you uncomfortable, or they keep reminding. Like, I feel like they're doing it in a way where it's like they just keep talking about their job, or they talk whenever your mom comes around, or whoever that Taurus person is, whenever they come around. Whoever is trying to make you uncomfortable, they start talking about work, or they start talking about bills, or they start talking about promotions, and just, and then it makes you look kind of like, like you're not doing anything. But in reality, you're cultivating something for yourself. You're going on your own path. You're not just following the ladder of work. It takes a lot more guts and it takes more skill to work for yourself than it does to just follow the rules at a job. No offense, but that's all I'm saying, okay? But I feel like they're trying to, like, dwindle you down. They're trying to either persuade you to go back to work, or they're just making it uncomfortable for you. Okay, so how do you feel about this? How are you feeling? Ten of Pentacles. So you're set. You're still, like, you're very stable. I think you know that whatever you're doing is going to be the way that your future is set. So you're comfortable. I mean, you're not comfortable. Like, it's an awkward situation to be around these people, but at the same time, you're confident within yourself that this is going to be something steady, strong. It's going to even provide money for your future children, your future generations. Hell, it might even be money to where you're giving them money at the end of the day. Like, you're like, oh yeah, all that shit you were talking, you need help with your bills, you want a new car? Like, I got it. So it's kind of like one of those situations where the artist has to fight for their passion. How are people viewing you at the end of July? Okay, we got two cards. We got the Hermit, so people are thinking that you're being to yourself. They're probably thinking you're being, I think people know that you're studying, or you're focusing on your craft. Some people may see you as a grump or a grouch, but you're definitely to yourself. And then with the Daughter of Fire, some people are seeing that you're being very inspired and independent. Like, you're really finding your way. So there's some people that do see this light in you. They know that you're focused. They can see that. I think they know that you're onto something as well too, or you're gonna make it happen just because of how much focus you have to make it happen. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I don't really know what else could be said. Let's see if there's anything else that comes out. I feel like the end of July kind of just going to drag into your August. Let's see. What can Aries do to not feel so awkward? I don't think you necessarily care what other people think. It's just you don't want to have those awkward feelings, but maybe you're in a situation where you can't really control that. Like if you're living with someone else or something. Okay, so what can Aries do? What's their call to action to not feel so awkward? Because I feel like it's not like they're hurting your feelings. It's more so it's just like, okay, how long are we going to be passive about this, you know? It's just uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Queen of Swords. Keep it G. Keep it to yourself. Keep it moving. Stay positive within your mindset. Let the haters talk behind you. Focus on your plan. Execute your plan. Strategize. Keep moving forward. That's what I'm hearing. Queen of Swords. Okay. All right. So you got to kind of become a mental warrior. And let that shit grow. Let it grow. All right. So that's what I'm seeing. Let's get one last card. What was the lesson of July for Aries? What did we learn here? What's the moral of the story? The waiting game. This is beautiful. So you're growing your own manifestations, your own pathways. You're creating your own pathways. It's going to take some time. People are going to talk. People are going to tell you you shouldn't do what you feel in your gut that you need to do. People are going to tell you that your vision doesn't make sense even though it's your vision. It's like, how can you tell me what my vision is and you're not me? So the waiting game. Do what you got to do, work on it, and keep walking towards your destiny, okay? It's going to work out. It's going to work out, and you're going to have a lot of fruits to be thankful for in your tree of manifestation. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all. I want to remind you guys to subscribe if you have not done so already. Like this video because it helps out my algorithms. It's not just for my Leo ego. If you want to purchase a private reading from me, you can email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com. For my Patreon and become a member, you will have a cheaper rate on monthly readings specifically for you. Based on your natal chart, on anything that you would like it to be on. As long as you're signed up for my Patreon, you will have monthly readings that will be sent to you. But let's say like one of the months you didn't necessarily have anything you wanted to know, I'll still back that up for you, and you'll still have like that amount of readings that you can have available for you for the months to come. Okay, so it's kind of like if you skip it, it'll roll over into the next month. All right, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, Aries.